This trip was really an emotional roller coaster. I cried in both galleries that I went to, went on a little date with a Parisian man, and went for dinner and came up with a business idea with some girls that I'd just met, to be honest, or met a few weeks ago. But back to the start of my trip, when I didn't know that any of this was going to happen, I was just getting the metro to my hotel, dropped my bags off, and then I was off. This man made me really laugh because I was like, this is exactly what I usually look like walking around a city. But I was off to see the Louvre, but on my way I walked through the Jardin du Palais Royal. Fun fact, this is where Emily in Paris met Mindy, and it is also where I got asked out by this Parisian man later. I love this shot as well of this lady smelling the roses. What a message to me this day. But it was such a stunning walk. This was like 20 minutes from my hotel, and I've seen this in like films and photography, that area with the stripy kind of posts, and it was really cool in real life, so I would highly recommend. I had a little wander outside the Louvre, and I think I picked the best day or the best weekend for weather. This was like the last weekend of November, and I was so lucky because it was just absolutely stunning. Obviously very cold, but stunning, and my first view of the Eiffel Tower, which was very exciting. I also feel like throughout this trip I got a lot of shots of just people, you know, in love, or nice little friendships, or I don't know, little moments between people. I love that I'm saying this. And I also got some pictures like that of just men who are naked. You'll see more of those in the Louvre later, just because I found that one really funny. And anyway, I was walking around because I had my time slot booked at the Louvre for later in the afternoon, but I was walking around the Jardin de Toulouse. I don't know how to say that properly, but it was really beautiful afternoon. Had a little croissant, had a little cup of tea, and then I was back, and I can't tell you how excited I was to go in. I've been before when I was young, when I was like 18 years old, but I feel like that was so long ago now, and I feel like I didn't really appreciate it at the time, you know. So here I am going in, and my first stop, sorry, I said that there would be more of these. My first stop was this wing where the Mona Lisa was, and I loved the composition of this painting. Not the composition, the colour palette. I had to show you that, because it just had those beautiful soft pinks and reds and blues. So definitely gonna add that to one of my paintings soon. This is the Mona Lisa, and she is stunning. She's definitely worth seeing, but you can tell that it's just absolute chaos around there, and you can't get very close, and all of your pictures have everyone else in them, but you know, she's an icon, so you've got to go see her. This one, Daphne and Chloe, was my favourite painting in the Louvre. I just think the lighting is so stunning, and just the composition, and I've never seen that painting before, and it blew my mind. Had a little snack break. The French, I must say, everything that I ate was beautiful and delicious. The French do not allow bad food, and I am so here for that, to be honest. And then I was into another wing, and I hadn't really meant to come to this wing, but honestly I cried when I entered this room. And that sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but I didn't start filming straight away because it just had this like energy in the room. I can't even describe it. It was just so relaxed, so peaceful, and I've never really been into sculpture before, but I was honestly just a bit overwhelmed by it. I think this used to be an outdoor courtyard, and then they put the roof on, obviously, but there were loads of art students in here who were all studying and drawing the sculptures, and I was really jealous, to be honest, because I hadn't brought my sketchbook with me on this trip, and I really wish that I had, because it would have been so nice to just, you know, pretend that I'm an art student. But I would highly recommend that if you're going to go to the Louvre. It was just, honestly, it was like magical. And then this girl was really cute, that she was just climbing up it. She just doesn't care. And came out and was greeted by the most gorgeous sunset, other than that random art installation outside, the most gorgeous kind of dusk sunset in Paris. So I had to have another little wander around and kind of capture that for a little bit, and then started walking back through here and had this French guy come up to me to say, and started speaking in French, and I was literally like, quoi? And then he told me that he really liked my outfit, asked me if my mittens were from Pasha, the club in Ibiza, and I was like, I don't think they sell mittens, hon. But anyway, we went for a little glass of wine, a little date, some might say, and then afterwards told him I had to go, realised that he wasn't Gabriel from Emily in Paris.
Morning, it's the next day.
It is Saturday morning and I am very excited because I'm seeing something today that has been on my list for so long. Sorry, I'm just getting my contacts out because I need to see this clear. Now my contacts are in, I can see a lot better. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm actually meeting up with two girls that are coming later this afternoon. They're getting on the Eurostar, or I think they're flying actually this morning, so we're going to go for dinner afterwards, and I think I might go see the Eiffel Tower and do some touristy stuff like that. So very big day. Need to put my makeup, have breakfast. I have to give a big shout out to this hotel because it was so stunning. It was just all soft lighting, beautiful colours. I slept so well, and it was just the best way to start my day, to be honest. To have this little brekkie, read the book that my dad had sent me. My dad's very sweet like that. He sent me this book in the post because he thought I would like it, which I do really like it, because he said you like Denmark. Anyway, my first stop of the day was to see the Eiffel Tower because I am a tourist and, you know, I'm shameless about it. And I did have a really good time. A lady took a photo of me where I literally looked like a giraffe. I look so tall. So that was definitely worth it. But I think I prefer the Eiffel Tower at night. I have to say, I love to see it sparkle. And I actually didn't see it sparkle this trip, which was a bit of a shame, but oh well. I then walked, I was like, I'm going to go see the Arc de Triomphe. And I walked down this street, which I didn't realise was like the luxury shopping street. Anyway, that was very fun to window shop and see all the, you know, fancy cars. Came here for literally 5 minutes to get some pictures and then realised that I needed to get some macaroons. So I was like, let's go. Almost ordered 3 boxes of 12 because my French is not as good as I thought it was. Like I've been very humbled in how much French I actually know. But I got 3 in the end. This is a pistachio one. And honestly, I absolutely love macaroons. I feel like they're so underrated. Everyone goes chocolate and all this other stuff. But anyway, divine. Then this is the place that I came to Paris for. This is what I was here for. This gallery, 8 paintings, and honestly I cried in here too. I think that little video is from after me crying, and I feel like I'm gonna cry even recording this. And this lady asked me if I wanted to sit down. Like, she was a bit older than me as well. She was like, do you want to sit down for a second? Anyway, I was a bit overwhelmed because it's been on my vision board for so long that I wanted to come here. And Monet, actually, really interesting, he designed the whole space to house these paintings. So it's like a figure of 8, 2 oval shaped rooms with 4 paintings in each, and he designed the whole space as well, which I thought was really clever because actually the space means so much with the paintings as well. But it was quite funny because there was a French man shouting "Silence, s'il vous plaît," because it was meant to be like a meditation room. Anyway, these were also some paintings downstairs. Highly recommend this gallery, by the way. These were some other paintings that were in another exhibition, so I loved my time there. But again, I was off. What a stunning metro station, I must say. And I was off to get a little lunch. I had this galette, very French, with a glass of wine at lunchtime, and I was off to see the Sacre-Cœur Again, feeling very Emily in Paris. A lot of stairs here. I was not feeling that, to be honest, straight after lunch, but this was gorgeous. I gave this man €5, and then, this is a funny story, I gave him €5, and then the next day, getting the Eurostar back, the card machines weren't working at the train station, so then I literally couldn't get like a croissant or a coffee or anything, and I was like, damn, I've given my last €5 away to my name, because that's how much cash I came to Paris with. I was not prepared. Anyway, I also saw these very sweet Christmas decorations. I love that. Back at my hotel, ready to go out for the night with the gals. We didn't get into the first place that we wanted to, so I went for a little glass of wine, had some creme brulee. We did some business planning, which was really random, and apparently we're going to do something on the blockchain now, which I'm very excited for. And then I was back in London.